Did you get a Cybertruck? One of these things? Don't make it look like one of those, make it look like one of these. All right, here's the next wrap. This is a printed wrap that's going to have a rocket theme. This guy wrote a book, he's an author, and it's a really cool trip to Mars and the science behind going to Mars. There will be a link down below if you want to buy his book. It's on Amazon. We're gonna get jumping on this one. I think you'll like it. Let me show you what the print looks like. This right here is the tailgate, and of course there is his book. And where you can go and buy it. It's right on Amazon. Again, I'll have a link down below. The writer's going to be here. I'm going to have him give you the elevator pitch of the video, so if you're interested in that, there'll be a link, of course. But here is the rocket to Mars. And this is not a SpaceX rocket. It's not about SpaceX, but it's about a trip to Mars. I really think this book could be put into a movie. I mean, the front and back are done already. Put the stars on here. Andrew already put PPF on the front. On the front two pieces, it's all you need PPF for. This thing looks great. And while he was doing that, I got the tailgate done. This gives you an idea of what the whole thing is going to look like. It's a little dark on this side of the shop, but that is the whole print, basically. That's just going to go down the sides. Obviously, a little bit bigger version. We're going to do this side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Raphael hold my camera, and we're going to just have some fun talking, and Andrew's going to help hold the piece as we're doing this whole side's done in one giant piece. And then tomorrow we're going to do the other side and be done with this thing, and then go to the Tesla event. Hopefully you were there, because this video is going to be after that, but this thing's going to look cool. All right, right now we're just lining everything up. I got Raphael on the camera behind. We're going to be talking almost like a working podcast kind of thing. I'm not going to show you how to do this, but you'll be able to see it, and then we're just going to two friends talking while one works. I mean, he's working too. So, right, I'm just going to cut out the wheel well here, so we can see where the tire is, and then we just so this lays flat. The alignment is key with this thing.
So you're using the arrows that are on the printed vinyl to kind of figure out where to start.
Somewhat. We're just kind of, I mean, that is part of the design. This arrow is supposed to be this corner. We're a little lower, but we want things to line up better once we get it in person. So his website down below. Here I'm just cutting out around the plastic so we can get the vinyl to sit flush. This is always the scariest part, especially with the print, because you have one shot at this.
There's no backup here, right?
No.
What happens if we mess a part up? We need to request another print?
Yeah, we wait a week and another. We can just get a side done, so if he isn't in an accident or anything, we can just do one portion of it.
Right.
If someone backs into the front of the truck, we can just replace those two front pieces.
Mm-hmm. Better cut less now, and then so whatever excess you have later. But if you cut too much now, there's no way back.
Yep, there's no fix. Well, I mean, you could fix it by shifting things, but
yeah. So we're talking earlier. In this case, there's lines because words.
Yeah.
The things that are not words here don't really matter if they're leveled with the truck, but in this case, the words do. Right, because otherwise they're going to look like they're sideways.
Well, we also have to keep in mind the body lines.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want that halfway through the body line.
Yeah.
So that's low enough, and that's why that's lower.
Mm-hmm.
Up here, it doesn't matter. We're going to trim right across the top so we can adjust this portion.
And you have it so that it's with the parts of the vehicle that you want, but then in terms of the inclination, you line it up before you start sticking it together, right? Or because you can't, you won't be able to like lift it and reorganize the whole thing sideways, up and down.
Once we start on that end down there, Andy's going to hold this side at a certain spot where it fits. And I'm gonna slowly pull the backing off fully
Okay.
and kind of work our way down.
Similar to when we did the mountains on the other.
Similar to that, just a lot bigger piece.
Okay.
A lot more chance for messing up.
Yeah. Okay. We'll make it happen.
This is kind of a scary process, especially if you do, the first time you do it. It's there's a lot that can go wrong.
Mm-hmm. You mean with the printed ones?
Yeah, a regular vinyl, I mean, we don't do it this way. Each panel is cut out individually.
Mm-hmm.
And you do one door at a time or one fender at a time, and if you screw up, you just cut another piece. But
Yeah.
this is just a little bit more prep involved and timing.
Yeah, because you can't just do like just the door and then risk everything being misaligned later.
You can. So there's places like Tesbros, they make a kit that you can buy, the individual pieces, and it's designed a print, because he does a skeleton one, the exo, like the panels are off.
Mm-hmm.
Those are individual panels, and you have to spend more time lining them up. But if you're off, then you're really off.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to do a full print, especially this thing, is to do one giant piece. That way, you know, everything lines up perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is not something a DIYer does. You need experience. Now, someone wrapping satin black, like, I don't know who wraps truck satin black, but, oh yeah, you got one. Yeah, you can try that at home. But this is something that you don't want to mess up, and you can easily mess up. You got to know the tricks before you tackle something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, someone watching this might be a commercial rapper, and they're making fun of me right now, but most of you guys are not commercial rappers. So basically, this is all set, and I'm gonna work this section all the way down, and then work up and work down. So we're actually gonna pull from this point forward. We're gonna pull the backing off the whole sticker. So what is this thing? 19 feet? I don't know, how long is this thing?
Yeah, just short of 20. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a giant sticker.
Yeah, it's a big sticker. It's kind of fun to see the back of it with her. You never see what it looks like from behind. These tools that you use, are they like premium type of tools or just like the cheap stuff that you can buy? It's fine.
Oh, you can buy this on Amazon. It's just stuff that's tested, and it's really what people like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some wrap tools that I've tried that a lot of people like that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain designed ones for, like Andrew has a bunch of different ones for PPF that don't work with vinyl, and so it's kind of job specific, but it's all on the felt that you like, and then how hard you have the squeegee.
Is that like a fabric or is it like plastic?
This is plastic, this is a fabric.
That's a fabric.
So this wears off, and at every wrap you replace it, so you get a new one, and then you just keep this part.
Oh, so you can actually replace it and it just sticks on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. It's not like the ones that are just like one time, and when they go by you have to throw them out.
Yeah. They make ones that are just like really thin felt ones. This is nice and soft.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like
Like Alcantara almost? Not quite soft as
similar,
that.
but it's got some padding behind it. I don't know if you can see, but I think there's it's overlapped. Right here.
Trying to focus on your... Yeah, like this is not something that you just kind of read how it's done and then now you know how to do it. You have to like do it and get used to the way that the vinyl behaves.
Yeah. You have to know how heat reacts with it, and how stretching and pulling, and how the wrinkles are. You read the wrinkles. Wrinkles aren't such a bad thing, especially as you get older.
Ba-dum.
And if you think this is cool and you're watching this and you're in the Charlotte area, you look for a job, hit me up. I may hire you.
And you're doing other cars as well, right?
Oh yeah, we're doing all sorts of cars, not just Teslas.
Cool.
We've especially PPF. We just finished up a Lamborghini. We're going to be fixing someone else's PPF mistakes on a Porsche GT3 soon. Again, we were talking the other day, yesterday. I haven't counted how many Teslas, or not Teslas, but I haven't counted how many Cybertrucks we've done, or I've done. I think it's got to be close to 40. Not just prints, but I've done over 100 Teslas, so I got to be close to 40 Cybertrucks. Because this is mostly what we do at Cybertrucks.
I mean, that's good because it also gives the community a point of reference. You're the guy to go to for Cybertrucks, for example, because you do them with your eyes closed almost.
Yeah, not everyone likes it still. I still get middle fingers. Still get people shaking their heads, which I think is hilarious. I'm not making fun of their Camry, but you know, just my truck looks a little different.
Yeah, I mean, it grows on you a little bit. There's what are the stages of? It's a denial and anger and acceptance, embracing. You go through all this stuff. It's like surgery. Non-critical organ surgery.
Yeah. I think, well, a lot more schooling with that. a lot more risk with that too.
Yep.
The only risk I have is calling my insurance company if I really screw up. It looks easy. It really does. Now that I'm watching me do this, as I'm kind of looking to see through the lens there on this side of the camera, it looks easy, but again, I've done it, so many of them.
You know, that comment, what you just said, reminds me of people see like a Cybertruck off-road in a place and they say, oh, a Camry can do that.
Yeah.
Right. But really, when you're in person, you see like it's a 5-foot cliff next to you to drop your car over it.
Yeah.
And it just looks easier in camera than what it is sometimes. I mean, we've gone through places where some guys in Jeeps don't go.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of like experience, practice, and also knowing the limits.
Well, you were in Moab. You went to Hero Pass? Is that
We went through the whole thing. We did 10 trails during a week.
Yeah, but you're on that side of the camera and you get to see it on YouTube.
Yep.
It's totally different.
Totally different.
It's like twice as big in person. It's, on camera, it looks like a Honda Civic could do it. And some of the part of the trails, yes, they can. But
you know, I noticed that sometimes, because I watch a lot of content that is adventure content, and I realize when they're capturing the content and they have to do it in a certain way just to capture what it really feels like. Because if you just capture it from any angle, it looks super different.
Yeah. I got glasses. I have the freedom to go all the places you're going to be going and to go to the Arctic that you went to already.
Yeah, the drive to the Arctic was incredible. We literally went through the northernmost remote road in the continent here. It was great.
So the reason I have to cut this is this corner, right where this A-pillar touches, it's very unique, and you just can't cut flush to this because you'll end up being short on the fender. So you end up.
It's going to be interesting to see this come to perfection at the end because of this cut. this cut is the one that makes me be very glad that I'm not the one doing this.
There. Look how well this is going to line up. So obviously this is going to be cut off because we're off the corner. So look how well those two line up. I don't even know if you can see it on camera.
Do it again.
You say it's like this fender matches up so well with the front.
Yeah.
Now it'll be wrapped in, and there'll be a nice line here where this is once I finish it.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole front end is going to look like the same as it just.
Like it blended, and then you're getting rid of this portion here.
This will go away,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll be
And then this stuff will get
part of this.
kind of rotated and make so that it fits in this area. That's great.
So we're gonna have to shift it down a little bit
Mhm.
because of the way this is.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna shift it down so maybe just the top portion of this to make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But we can do any design. I mean, you guys kind of had this from the book, but we could do anything.
Mm-hmm.
We just did a shattered glass one. If you haven't seen, go click the playlists of the wraps. You can see the different ones we've done. I don't have any pictures of them inside because normally what he does, there's an extra piece usually, and I'm gonna have him print up in good quality like this all the different designs we've done. And
Mhm.
we're gonna put them on the wall
Mm-hmm.
so that when people come in, they can see what they want. And
All right.
it's a bit better than seeing it on the website, you know.
What we have to do is follow the channel playlist.
Yeah. So it's different for PPF. So Andrew, when he does the color PPF, we actually remove this A-pillar. It's actually, there's only 2 bolts and a couple screws or 5 screws. Pop this whole thing off and then you can really tuck in there really well. Because wet PPF is a little harder to get to stick right away
Mm-hmm.
versus this is dry. It'll stick when you don't want it to.
And how do you get to the bolts that hold that piece?
The weather stripping, oh, these bolts?
Yeah.
You have to have really small hands and get in there. There's one little 10 millimeter bolt here.
Mhm.
It's hard to get to. And then that one's even, is that harder to get to? No, this one's harder.
But do you pop it out, like unclip it or something before you can get to it? Because you
No,
can't.
You have to go from in here, or when you take the fender off, you can reach up.
Okay.
And then
And there's one in that corner, and where's the other one?
One right here and one at the other corner.
At the end.
There's also a bunch of screws.
Yeah, and underneath the weather stripping here, there's a bunch of screws that kind of hold it in place.
Oh, okay.
And then the rest is just clips. But
Got
it
it.
does pop off. You gotta be careful not to bend it.
Mm-hmm.
You crease it, you bend it, you're not getting it back.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're at the event. This thing looks so good. It drew a lot of attention in. I'm losing my voice here. I've been talking to people left and right, but this thing looks amazing next to the chrome wrap with the lights on there. But yeah, actually, a couple cars already left. I've actually done all these cars here. We had 3 Cybertrucks leave already, custom printed. These things look great. But I love how this looks. This looks so much like space. This thing came out amazing. Again, if you're interested in this book, really cool story about going to Mars, all of the debris in space, go check it out. Get the book on Amazon. There's a link down below. Help support them with this. But this thing looks amazing. If you want a wrap, hit me up. The information's down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.